That is a sound we didn't expect for weeks, but experts believe we may see cicadas across our area sooner than originally expected. 5 on your sides, Holden Kerwicki is live in Madison County. So Holden, first of all, what's the reason behind the early arrival of these bugs? And I think a lot of people want to know, if you happen to find this out, are they going to leave earlier?
Oh, that's a good question, Ann. You know, we all have picked cicadas off of trees like this out in the yard as kids, but in the St. Louis region, we typically don't see them until May or June. But according to the experts I spoke to, we may actually see them by the end of this week.
On a typical spring day in St. Louis, it's not unusual to hear birds chirping, squirrels rustling in the leaves, or even see the occasional snake. But Butterfly House Manager Chris Hartley says you shouldn't be alarmed if you hear an unusual sound taking over the outdoors.
Pretty soon you're going to hear the sound of millions and millions of periodical cicadas emerging here in Missouri, something that only happens every 13 and 17 years.
2024 is a unique year for cicadas, with both the 13 and 17-year broods expected to emerge. But Hartley says that doesn't mean we're getting a double batch of bugs in our backyard.
Here in St. Louis, you're only going to see one brood emerge, but it's still going to feel like a lot of bugs.
Though cicadas aren't harmful to pets,
pets might actually enjoy their emergence because dogs and maybe even some cats will snack on them, and they're totally safe to eat. In fact, birds are going to be eating them. Lizards, frogs, it's like a feast for nature during this time.
That doesn't mean the insects won't make an impact on the world around us.
Cicadas, as adults, do feed on plants, but they're not crop pests. They're not going to be pests in your garden. They're going to take a little bit of sap, mainly from trees, and mature trees are able to handle it just fine.
However, Hartley says cicadas can still do a number on freshly planted spring saplings.
If you've just planted like a new ornamental tree in your yard and this is its first year in the ground, you might want to cover it with some bird netting or something like that. Really, newly planted trees are the only ones in any kind of significant damage.
Hartley told me that this early emergence of cicadas could actually be a blessing in disguise, because with temperatures expected to drop back into the 40s for lows over the weekend, it could actually spread out some of the emergence and slow down some of the cicadas that have actually come out of the ground already, so they're a little bit easier for predators to pick them off and have a nice little tasty meal. Reporting live in Madison County, Holden Kerwicki, 5 on your side.
The St. Louis